All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between TBCBM versus Remind. This game taking place here on Concealed Hill. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in so far. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying it. If you're following or if you're watching on Twitch, please consider hitting the follow button. That definitely does support me, and I guess overall supports the WarCraft 3 community in general. How come I can't move my mouse out? There we go. All right, there you go. Helps the WarCraft 3 community in general, as it lets Twitch know, hey, this old game is actually becoming very, very popular. All right, let's see how everything else is going to be unfolding next. We are opening up Tomb of Relics, Crypt, Altar of Darkness. Everything is getting underway here. Meanwhile, on the bottom left-hand side of the map, Remind opening up as the Red Night Elf. There's the Altar of Elders. There is that Ancient of War being built off all the way on the other side. Right next to this, well, 433 Creep Camp. Now, what are we looking for in this 1v1 matchup? We are going to be going up with a Demon Hunter going up against most likely a Death Knight. Now, Death Knight Demon Hunter matchups, if the Death Knight is able to mana burn or gets mana burned a lot by the Demon Hunter, it obviously shuts him down. And, well, mana is always an issue for the Undead army, just trying to heal up those units constantly. All right. Let's see how everything is going to be getting underway here. Acolytes are getting trained up here. We are looking Ancient of War, aggroing all of these units, and we have some early creeping action. Demon Hunter still has not made its appearance as of yet, as we're going to be hitting that 2-minute mark in just a moment. Now, early ghouls and undead here may be trying to do just a lot of ghouls with the Death Knight to try and snipe down and take down these early archers. One of the reasons why undead players often get a large number of ghouls is that, well, they're able to gather and harvest a large amount of lumber and then pull them out and put in a lot of pressure and trying to offset all of that as well. Death Knight opting to go for Unholy Aura first while also selling that Scroll of Town Portal. A little bit of an odd maneuver, as this Ogre Warrior is going to end... Well, come on. If you cannot surround units with that many people, then, well, that is a bit of an issue. All right, we're going to see that TBCBM able to finally surround that Ogre Warrior right there. Forest Troll Berserker going to get taken out, as this Forest Troll Trapper will get taken out as well. Are they pounding upstairs? Death Knight. Ghouls now making their way back out across over to the other side. Demon Hunter with an army of archers going to be here ready to go. Let's take a look. Demon Hunter perhaps going to try and aggro all of these units, as the Death Knight doesn't really care that, well, Remind knows exactly where his opponent is. Are we going to see a mana burn? Oh, surprise, no mana burn to take down that Forest Troll Shadow Priest, and instead getting the mana burn onto that Death Knight. We see a quick, well, detonation there to deny a little bit more mana. Death Knight picks up a useful item and is now trying to back up. Why Crota, by the way? What does it mean? It actually didn't mean anything for a while until Activision or Bungie decided to name it one of their bosses. I just thought it was a good name that could be easily read. And well, I liked it. All right, anyways, let's take a look at Demon Hunter. Going to be in a little bit of trouble. Able to snake on through. Is going to be able to break through. Yes, it does. Pushes himself up against the remaining edge of the forest line and somehow able to slip on through there. All right, we can see that Remind is purposely not building his army very large at all, as he wants to save the supply for when he gets teching to tier 2. Meanwhile, we see a very different strategy from TBCBM. TBCBM has a large number of ghouls, much larger than I would have normally expected. And we'll see whether or not these ghouls are going to be used in combat, or if they're going to try and harvest a lot of lumber. This is somewhere in the realm of, what is that, 4 plus 4 plus 5, 9 to 11 ghouls. That is actually a disproportionately large amount of ghouls at this stage in the game, as those units are all going to get taken out once more. All right, there goes another Forest Troll Trapper. Death Knight does sit at level 3, and we should see an eventual transition into other units, abominations, perhaps crypt fiends as well. Meanwhile, all of these ghouls are out onto the field. Are we going to be going for some sort of unorthodox, crazy mass ghoul frenzy strategy to try and deal with all of these archers? We also see Naga Sea Witch currently out onto the field as well, and archers with the Naga Sea Witch are able to pick off trailing ghouls rather fast. All right, Sea of Ghouls going to come across, quickly surround an Ogre Lord. Ogre Lord almost breaks free after a Shockwave. Low hit point ghouls are going to be forced to retreat. Another trailing Shockwave could finish off the units. There you go. You can see so much damage being dealt here. Ogre Lord is actually trapped up against a tree here, but it also minimizes the amount of surface area available. Add in the fact, oh, there's the mana burn for the steal. Death Knight ends up picking up the item, but a big denial on experience, as the Naga Sea Witch going to be able to start pelting down the Death Knight and, well, adding in even more damage. Lich is going to be rejoining in on the fight. Death Knight does not have a Scroll of Town Portal. Remember that he sold that Scroll of Town Portal long ago, and now, well, TBC BM is in trouble. Lich is currently out onto the field, but the Lich is not going to be able to stand up to this army either. Death Knight wants to be able to slip away. Perhaps we're going to see a Frost Nova. There's a Frost Nova onto an Archer, and that Archer quickly decides to get away. No mana burn from the Demon Hunter. I spoke too soon. Mana burn from the Demon Hunter onto that Lich, as the unit's now looking to back up again. Death Knight opting to heal from that Fountain of Health. We should be getting up Slaughterhouse here as well. Also going into a Temple of the Damned. We are going into a Dryads from the Dual Ancients of Lore, as well as we are teching to Tree of Ages. Thank you for the follow. Always great to have new followers here on Twitch. Definitely check me out on YouTube, as well as Dryads and Archers shifting out across the field. During this time, Undead should be opting and trying to find ways to actually creep. That is the best advantage that he can get right now. He doesn't want to bring a level 1 Lich into these battles. And also, well, we are at Black Citadel, so the Lich should be getting that Orb of Corruption. Does already have it, and the Lich should be able to clear out these creep camps relatively fast. Add in the Obsidian statue, and it feels like the Undead army is always going to be combat ready. Demon Hunter coming in to join in on the fight as well, picks up a wand of mana stealing. If you're looking for more ways to deny mana onto your opponent's heroes, well, a level 3 or level 5 Demon Hunter with a wand of mana stealing can greatly shift things around, as that Forest Troll High Priest gets taken out, leaving behind a Manual of Health. Research complete. Back off to the north, Lich clearing up some creep camps here. Lich definitely at least wants to get to level 2. There are some high-level creep camps here, the Red Drakes and the Fountains of Health. Those are going to be the high-priority targets to get experience, get good items, and also be able to heal up your units pretty much all at the same time. We are also adding in a Naga Sea Witch with a Necromancer from the Temple of the Damned. Are we going into perhaps some sort of Nico wagon strategy up against mass Dryads, which would be a rather odd strategy, but then again, the Swarm just seems to be that powerful. Death Knight leading the way, Lich being brought over. There's a Death Coil or a Frost Nova onto the Death Knight. Death Knight could be in some serious trouble. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? No, Scroll of Town Portal transitioned back over again and being forced to use that Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away. Wisp was not taken away in that battle there, as we're looking at, well, Ancient of War being caught in midfield. Necromancers are here ready to go. It only has Cripple, does not have Animate Dead as of yet, but we are getting that Necromancer Adept training. All right, no one I can see is setting up an expansion as of yet. Demon Hunter with Rejuvenation now leading the charge, going back the other way. Death Knight out of mana. Death Knight using Unholy Aura to try and retreat quickly. Frost Nova onto the Lich, Cripple onto the Naga Sea Witch as well, as that unit is being forced to retreat back. Bear is trying to join in on the fight, and Bear should be able to do a large amount of damage. Necromancers raising and animating, or raising the dead right now, but the Dryads with, well, Dispel Magic quickly taking care of that. However, off on the other side, Death Knight and Lich finish off the opposing Naga Sea Witch. There are a lot of bears out onto the field. The army of Remind still rather scary. However, the Lich is going to be here ready to go, sitting at level 2, going to try and back away. There's a mana burn onto the Death Knight again, and with no easy way to escape, no Scroll of Town Portal, the units are just trying to run back again. Orb of Venom really adding up a lot of damage. Demon Hunter, however, unable to catch up to that Death Knight with Unholy Aura, giving a movement speed boost to the remaining units. There's a mana burn right there. Naga Sea Witch, there's a cripple. And, well, the Demon Hunter decides to turn back around to continue to fight. Major damage drop off right there as the units are now getting back on the Blight again. Death Knight could be in a little bit of trouble here, down to 0 mana again, as the Demon Hunter constantly getting healed, able to force the Undead to, well, retreat back onto Blight. This is all happening while Remind is setting up an expansion in the middle portion of the map. He's moving his army and his base closer to his opponent to close in on that distance and perhaps get a little bit more damage as well. Let's take a look at this, though. Dryads have to be very careful, as they could get in a little bit too far. There goes one Dryad. Bears are still battling it up, and these bears have pretty much had free reign to do and just fight wherever they want because of their high hit points, chasing for a little bit too long. Let's take a look at this. There goes a Frost Nova onto one bear. Naga Sea Witch needs to land another Cold Arrow, and as those Cold Arrows go down, a Staff of Preservation will save from the Naga Sea Witch. Remind able to save that right there. Remind with the economic advantage. TBCBM perhaps with the tech advantage and the hero advantage, it seems. Level 3, level 2, level 1 going up against a level 2 Naga Sea Witch and a level, I believe it's a level 3 Demon Hunter. No, level 4 Demon Hunter already. All right, this expansion not going to see the light of day if, well, TBCBM has anything to say about it. Demon Hunter is brought over. Naga Sea Witch taking a lot of damage. There's the cripple as well. Cripple with all of that slow from the Naga Sea Witch and the Frost Nova really causing problems. But however, Anaconda, the Lich coming in from the Undead side, gets picked off from the back from Bears and Dryads as well. All right, units, the lines are not well established anywhere. Necromancer going to be in some serious trouble. It gets taken down as the Naga Sea Witch. Remind now catching up in terms of overall experience, being able to now shoo his opponent back, reestablishing or now entangling this gold mine here in the center portion of the map. If Remind can keep TBCBM at bay, that is going to be absolutely huge. There is now meat wagons joining in on the fight, though, so it's going to be rather important to see whether or not the meat wagons can unload their corpses and do much with it. There was another cripple right there. Is the meat wagon going to be able to do anything? There is another slow cripple constantly trying to do much there. However, the meat wagon going to get taken out. Oh no, does not get taken out. A big miss at a critical time. However, the Dryads finally able to poke off their target again. All right. Demon Hunter was gone. How much death and destruction is going to be left behind? And it looked like TBCBM, in an attempt to kill off more units, is only going to be able to get one Dryad, this low hit point bear, able to escape. Center map, Remind just wants to hold on to this expansion as long as he can. The longer he holds on to it, the better he's going to be. Bear up. That's going to be a dead bear very soon. There goes those cold arrows. However, rejuvenation isn't going to be enough to finish him off. One more shot should do it. Staff of Preservation saves. Absolutely clutch right there. That arrow was nearly in the back of that bear as it saw the light and was able to teleport back home. Death Knight sitting at level 3. Lich is at 2. Naga Sea Witch at 2 with Mana Shield. Going to go ahead and try and engage. There's the Mana Burn as well. Mana Shield finally becoming a viable ability on the Naga Sea Witch. As you see, a Fork Lightning drains all of the mana off of that Naga Sea Witch there. Demon Hunter with Rejuvenation again, continuing to battle it out. Abomination going to get lost. And Remind is starting to take the advantage slowly but surely. Now nearly getting up to level 5 on that Demon Hunter and forcing TBCBM to stay in his base. All right, Mana Burn onto that Banshee. Demon Hunter now going to try and back away once more. As the Demon Hunter now trying to head back against, continuing damage. Death Coil, Frost Nova, Cripple, Staff of Preservation saves once more. And, well, for all of you guys who didn't know, Mana Shield actually got a significant buff. I think prior there was actually a cost to casting Mana Shield, and the ratio for mana to hit points was just absolutely horrible. There was really no reason to use it. In terms of effectiveness, at level 3 Mana Shield, it was actually more efficient to buy a mana potion than compared to a healing potion. So there was really never a reason to get that particular ability. You would just rather get healed as opposed to try and get mana to save your life. Alright, Skeletal Mastery causes one of the 2 skeletons to be raised to be a mage to get in a little bit more range. That's exactly what you need to deal with, well, Dryads. However, and the army of Remind already level 5 on the Demon Hunter, gonna back away. Naga Sea Witch picks up Vampiric Aura for the Bears, the Mountain Giant, and the Demon Hunter himself. Remind with clutch items now with an economic advantage, and perhaps even with superior heroes, should have no problems dealing with this next attack. Alright, gonna try and intercept it, and do it he does. The armies are gonna go ahead and engage. Mountain Giants are right here, but some of them are illusions. The army looks absolutely scary, but some of those Mountain Giants are in fact illusions. Demon Hunter is currently using a potion of lesser invulnerability. There's some mass detonations to finish off those skeletal mages in the back, as the detonations came from the gold mine, and this is a problem when you're fighting right next to the Night Elf base. Death Knight making its way back over. Lich could be in trouble. It does have anti-magic potion to try and protect them, as we are looking at Disease Cloud just causing problems all across. Milan, thank you for the subscribe, as the Mountain Giants are still battling it up, trying to finish off a Banshee in the back right there. 4 Giants beating up on a Banshee in the backfield. Skeletal Minions are back out here as well. More Mountain Giants joining in. Got to click on them to see which ones are real. Difficult to spot, as the Banshees are now making their way through, only to get slowed as well. Bears are in trouble. Bears need to back up. We see an even supply count right now. Meat Wagon could get taken down to 16 hit points, not getting attacked for some strange reason. As we're going to see, finally, there goes a Mountain Giant with the smackdown there. 55 supply compared to 57. Both sides still fighting their way through. Necromancers perhaps actually dealing a large amount of damage to the Bears. And, well, no wonder I was getting a little bit confused. We have possession by the Banshees, and thereby stealing some Bears as well. All right, Mastery Necromancers, Mastery Banshees, and all of a sudden Remind is in a tough spot. Death Knight now trying to chase after those units there. The expansion is going to end up getting lost, as there is even no wisps at all. All right, Undead Mastery, Mass Casters by the Undead here. Mass Obsidian Statues, not even Destroyers in the air, as Dryads would just naturally counter them. The Obsidian Statues actually being used as mana batteries for this masked Necromancer Banshee army. Alright, Mountain Giants are here. Bears are in the back right now. Let's take a look at this. Lich wants a little bit more mana. Finishes off the Tree of Life. Gonna turn back the other way and start the battle. There's a Death Coil already. The Necromancers could easily just finish off some of those Druids of the Claw. Let's take a look at that. 1 or 2 more shots. Staff of Preservation saves again. And those Staffs of Preservation have been clutch, but Remind may not have been prepared to be battling his own Bears as well. Alright, there's a cripple on a Druid of the Claw. Druid of the Claw could end up getting taken down here at any moment there. Come on, just take it down. It has like, yeah, there it goes. Finally taken out. All right, a handful more bears could easily get taken down. Obsidian statue just shoots down a bear right there. Naga Sea Witch ready to go. This bear could just go to the back, transform, and then heal back up. Remind ends up leaving the game. TBC BM wins with the lower score. He lost in heroes. He lost in resource, but with a brilliant tech switch, stealing a number of bears as well, able to just bolster his army, completely caught Remind unaware. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.